What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, I want to interpret my dream and tell you guys my dream last night. My dream was this. It was a group of us, right? And we were standing in front of this gate. And on the other side of the gate was all of this gold and money. And when I mean gold and money, I mean Rolex watches, money, cash money, diamond rings, everything, diamond watches. I can vividly see the Rolex, Shinola watches. I saw a ruby and diamond ring. I mean, just riches all on the other side. Now, we were standing waiting for the gates to be open, right? And there was a man there in charge of opening the gate. But he was waiting for others to come because it was a free-for-all. Once the gates were open, you were allowed to go in there and grab whatever you wanted. So, it came time to open the gates, and I looked around and said, wow, it ain't that many people here. I'm going to get a chance to get in here and grab me something because it wasn't as many people as they thought. In my head, it had to be maybe 8 or 7 people in there. So the guy opened the gate and I was behind maybe 2 to 3 people. The 2 to 3 people immediately ran to the area where the rubies and the diamonds were and they started grabbing. I dove in under them and grabbed this ruby and diamond ring. I started grabbing money, stuffed it in my pocket. I knew where the Rolex watch was, so I grabbed the Rolex watch. And then I moved to another area and started grabbing more stuff. And then the man said to us, y'all missing the cash. Get the cash. So I turned and started grabbing all this cash, just like wads of cash. Folded up just money. And I just started grabbing it. And I mean, my hands were full. I was shoving it in my pocket, right? So after it was all said and done, I was standing there, and then it was still some stuff, so I reached down and grabbed another watch. So as I was standing there with my arm full of diamonds and watches, and my hands just fist grabbed with money, I knew I had that ruby and diamond ring in my pocket. There appeared a boy, and the color of the boy was like white and blue, right? And the man who opened the gate said to the boy, I'm tired of you or y'all always coming down here and taking from the poor. Now, the boy was rich, or he came from a rich family, because that was understood in my dream that the man said, I'm tired of y'all rich folks always coming down here trying to take from the poor. And he told the boy to get away from us. And the boy kind of turned and started walking away. Now, the reason I knew in my dream the boy was rich because he had shoes of water. The boy represented water. His shoes were made, he had on these white and blue shoes that in my dream were a symbol of water. So as he turned and walked away, I was left with a handful of gold, diamonds, pocket full of money, and I was just standing there, just counting it up in my head kind of, as the boy turned and walked away. Now, here's my interpretation of that dream. That dream, the gates being open, and the man opening up the gates and allowing us to rush in and go for a free-for-all to fight one another to grab as much as we could, it's a symbol of the world today. That's the life that I've been living. The boy with the shoes of water is where I was supposed to turn. I think that represents the Holy Spirit and God, Jesus. Because although in the dream it was assumed he was rich, and why are you coming down here taking from the poor is what the man said. But we don't know what the boy's intentions was. We don't know what he was feeling. I think I was supposed to turn to the water. And water symbolizes rebirth. And today is a rebirth day for me. 410 is a number I told you that's been always in my dream. And I interpreted this dream correctly, telling me that I'm on the right track. And it's the water that I want, not the gold and not the riches. Because if I would follow the water, knowing that he is full of riches, I'll get everything I want. And I don't have to fight the man in a free-for-all to grab watches and rubies and golds and stuff that on this earth that you don't store up anyway. It's the water. And that's my interpretation of that dream. All right, guys.